A warm welcome to you all today. I'd ask you to remain standing as I'm delighted to welcome the Elmore Stout High School today, who are going to sing the national anthem of the British Virgin Islands, followed by the territorial song, sung by Anaya, Devona, and Samantha. Please welcome on the stage.
God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save our King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the King.
Ladies and gentlemen,
out of the huts of history's pain, our ancestors bled and died. But with strength and willpower we overcame to restore Virgin Islands' pride. To preserve the beauty we devised a plan to retain ownership of your precious land. Educating your people is the golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish your hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied.
You may now take your seats. That was fantastic. Thank you again, truly. Thank you, Anaya, Devona, and Samantha. I'm delighted to welcome the Governor here today, His Excellency Mr. Daniel Pruce, and Miss Rachel Morgan. Welcome. I'd also like to greet our guest of honor today, Honourable Premier Dr. Natalia Wheatley, Mrs. Carolyn Shallow-Wheatley. Welcome on board. And to our friends that are soon to become really well known here, I welcome you all to our vessel and our home. My name is Andrew Sheath, and I hail from an island similar to yours. I'm from the Isle of Man, and I've been excited to be here. As a similar Commonwealth nation that has similar government and a chief minister and a governor, it seems to be like home already. I'm very excited to be here. I serve on board with my family, I'm married to Becky from England, and we have 2 daughters, one of which is from the Isle of Man, which holds my great pride, and the other is also from England. On board, I've been working here for 4 years, serving as the electrical officer. Each person on board the ship has a role that helps keep the ship in its project, in what we're doing. And I'm delighted to here today be your master of ceremonies. Before we continue, though, I need to cover a couple of safety matters. Some of you I've already spoken to, and you've said this is your second time on a ship, and I welcome your first-timers too. That person said they've only ever been in a ship in port, and I'm afraid to say we're not sailing today. But we have got guest cabins, so perhaps you want to sail with us to St. Kitts. There are no planned alarms or emergencies today, but if alarms do happen to go off, please remain seated. Our trained crew will come forward wearing high visibility vests and escort you safely off the vessel. Now, some of you might notice the slapping of the ship or the noise. It's normal when we're berthed in a position like this. It's totally fine. So if you're feeling, well, the ship might be breaking and mooring now, it's not at all. I can confirm we're safely moored and tied up, and we will be safe for the rest of our time. May I ask you to switch your planes to airplane mode if possible? Our frequencies do actually coincide with the mobile phone network and can cause some interference. Without further ado, let me introduce you to the ship via a wonderful video. So may I ask you to cast your eyes to one of the screens in front of you, and we'll learn a bit more about the ship together.
Logos Hope is most commonly known as the world's largest floating book fair. But this inspiring vessel is so much more. Logos Hope's volunteer crew is dedicated to sharing knowledge, help, and hope with people all over the world. Since launching into operation in 2009, Logos Hope has visited more than 100 different ports and welcomed over 9 million visitors up her gangways. The ship has sailed across the globe from Northern Europe to the Caribbean, across and around the continent of Africa, through the Arabian Peninsula to Asia and right around Latin America. She is the 4th vessel operated by GBA Ships, the Good Books for All organization, which started in 1970 with Logos, followed by Doulos and Logos 2. This charitable non-profit endeavor is supported by generous people all around the world who believe in the purpose of Logos Hope, as well as government officials, port authorities, and local businesses in each port of call. Logos Hope's 400 crew members are all volunteers and represent more than 60 different nations. We come from all walks of life, have different professions, are of different ages, and sometimes come as whole families, including children, who have their own floating school and playground. Crew members receive on-the-job training as they live and serve together in this truly unique environment. Their experiences will stay with them and may shape what they go on to do in life. Each of us has a story to tell of transformation on a personal level that gives us hope and purpose, and it is our faith that is the foundation for our service. Our onboard book fair provides access to knowledge by offering over 5,000 different book titles. This may be the first time visitors are able to get quality literature at a fraction of its usual price. The variety of topics ranges from educational and recreational to lifestyle and faith resources, as well as a large children's literature section. After browsing the book fair, visitors can tour the Journey of Life experience, a compelling living storybook about a young man's journey from riches to poverty and ultimate restoration. Our guests enjoy chatting to crew members in our international cafe, and in each port we host a variety of onboard events, including conferences, children's activities, theatre and cross-cultural performances. But our gangways are not a one-way street. We are visitors too, and are eager to dive into each region we visit, to learn about and experience the fascinating diversity of cultures. We want to be aware of the needs and challenges people face and do what we can to help, from donating books to libraries to testing eyesight and providing free reading glasses. We love to lend a hand practically, from clearing up after natural disasters and rebuilding homes to sharing our skills through sewing and baking initiatives, painting projects, digging wells, and providing water filters. We also strive to bring hope to individuals through simply being available and building relationships with them. Visiting hospitals, orphanages, or communities in need, we meet people facing difficulties in life. We use each opportunity to come alongside, listen, and share hope. At the end of each visit, it's hard to leave the friends we've made and the work we have partnered with, but we have confidence that the connections established in each port will continue long after we leave. It is our desire that many will be impacted through the life-changing work of Logos Hope's crew as we continue sharing knowledge, help, and hope with the people of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Logos Hope Parade of Nations.
Bom dia, my name is Ansha Maulana and I'm from Mozambique. Sejam bem-vindos.
Ahoro aku Nimwega. My name is Nikita Wanjiru and I am from Kenya. Karibuni, Logos Hope.
Bonjour à tous, my name is Christina, I'm coming from France. Bienvenue à bord du Logos Hope.
Buenos días a todos, my name is Ruth, I'm from Peru. Bienvenidos a Logos Hope.
Hola a todos, my name is Marina Velasco and I'm from Ecuador. Bienvenidos a Logos Hope.
Selamat sidarmi. My name is Dana. I'm from Kyrgyzstan. Logos Hope'a hoş geldinizler.
안녕하세요. My name is Jenny. I'm from South Korea. 로고스 호프에 오신 걸 환영합니다.
你好 my name is Melody. I'm from China and Canada. 欢迎你来到 Logos Hope.
Bom dia! My name is Patrícia.
My name is Nicole.
We are from Brazil. Sejam bem-vindos ao Logos Hope.
And more am I. My name is Andy Sheath. I'm from the Isle of Man. I'm going to introduce you to a couple of our crew members. What you see here is just a glimpse of the tapestry of people from countries, cultures, communities, so diverse. We hope that you come and see us and get to know us. We're formed around 350 people from over 65 nationalities currently. So it's just a few, but let's find out a little bit more. Antje, come on forward. Now, Antje, you're dressed beautifully today. I imagine you wear this all day.
Thank you.
You've been on board this adventure now for 19 months.
Yes.
That's a long time for some people to live on board a ship. What's been your most exciting part of your Caribbean journey?
Well, my exciting part is when people come on board, when visitors come. So I can go to the Bookfair International Cafe and talk to them and pray for them. I'm very excited to be here and to connect with people.
That's amazing. Now, interestingly, Antje didn't introduce where she works in it, but I know she works in the deck department. But before she worked in the deck department, she was a seamstress and ran her own business. Is this one of your items?
Not really, but I can sew a lot of things.
Well, she knows lots of things. So as a professional seamstress, but now working in the deck department, how do you see God at work in your day job?
I can say when we are setting up gangways out there, sometimes I sing praises to God because I know the people will use the gangway to come on board, and I praise God for that.
That's amazing, wonderful. Thank you, Antje.
You're welcome.
I'm going to invite Christine up as well someone from a different continent, perhaps. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
On the island, I've done some research, and I found out that you have a very small population of French speakers. Do we have any in the audience? Oui. Okay, my French finished when I was 16, so I will stop trying to speak French. On board, do you get to speak your heart language very often?
Actually, we have 8 French on board, so I do have the opportunity to speak my heart language, but everything mostly is in English on board, so I more speak English than French.
Well, as we've got the governor and his wife here today, is there anything you'd like to say to them? And I think later on this might be published online. So would you like to send a message to the French speakers of the island, of the British Virgin Islands?
I'm so happy to have the opportunity to meet some French speakers here in the island, and I hope that you will get a great time with the Logos Hop, and you can discover the different culture on board. Because it's an amazing opportunity to be able to speak with people from different cultures in different countries.
That's wonderful, and I hope you get to see that and meet some French people. Now, we were speaking earlier about your Creole. That's something that needs a little bit of work. My Creole is very non-existent, so how's yours?
I actually don't speak Creole at all, but I'm willing to learn.
So there we go. We've got at least 8 to 9 French speakers on board. Some come from France, some come from the French-speaking part of Switzerland. So we're excited that you're here and can speak to some of those visitors. My last question for you, it's our very first visit to this island nation, and we're excited. I know you're excited. So what are you most looking forward to our Ports Day?
I'm looking forward to discover this amazing island, and I'm looking forward to be able to connect with people from the country so we can share and to discover the different stories that you have.
Thank you very much, Christine, and thank you, the
Thank you
Parade of
very much.
Nations. Thank you. Living on board a ship is a unique place. It's a place I've called home now for 4 years. I'm not the longest serving on board currently, however. Our captain from the United States of America, Captain Matt Stevens, and his family have been serving on board for even longer. And I'm very excited to invite this great man of faith on board. He leads us in the marine services. He leads us from shore to shore and guides this vessel to wherever we go next. So please help me welcome him on behalf of the crew.
His Excellency, Mr. Daniel Bruce, and his wife, Miss Rachel Morgan, Honorable Premier Dr. Natalio Wheatley and his wife, Mrs. Carolyn Shala Wheatley, Honorable Carrie B. de Castro, Honorable Don J. Smith, Mr. David D. Archer, Dr. Allison Flat Archer, Honorable Luce D. Hodge Smith, Honorable Marlon Penn, Honorable Melvin M. Turnbull, Honorable Ronnie Skelton, Mrs. Janice Skelton, welcome on board our ship. I also want to say a warm welcome to the director of the port, Mr. Akeem Pickering, to the Rotary Club, who I understand was quite instrumental in facilitating our visit here, first ever to the British Virgin Islands. Thank you. As well, I would like to thank the BVI Tourism Board and Christian Council, our agents, the Island Shipping and Trading Company, and last but not least, our internet provider, Flow. Thank you for welcoming us to your island, your nation, and your home. And it is my very first time to your beautiful network of islands, and as well our organization in 52 years of history operating ships, actually since 1970, so 55 years now. We have never had the privilege of coming to the British Virgin Islands. And so that today, I believe, is a historic moment, and I'm greatly looking forward to our time together these next few days. I joined together with my wife and 2 children 5 years ago in the Caribbean region. We circled the African continent, we went to the Middle East, And we returned to the Caribbean region where we've been for about a year now. And I will tell you, across all the different places we've seen, maybe some 40 different countries and 60 different ports, there's one overriding question, which is how do so many nations, 60-some nations, exist together in such a small place with such unity and peace? And you can imagine some nations we go to, in fact, you will read in the news, and you can see maybe that they experience a different reality than what they've observed on board the ship. And what I share with them to answer the question is that it has very little to do with us and everything to do with the God that we serve, who is powerful, and through our submission to him and our joy of service to him that we experience such unity and peace on board the ship. And that is now something which is our opportunity together. For a short time, our island home, which is moving, the Logos Hope, has now joined together your stationary island home. And together we can continue on this journey of unity and peace together for the glory of God. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Matt. On board, we also have someone else that's responsible for not just the safety and the security, but for the ship's well-being and the holistic project on board. That is our director. He's a passionate man, and he's married to a fantastic wife who serves on board here together. They've recently come on board to serve for 1 year, and it's my delight to welcome you today, our director, Mr. Decio Di Cavallo.
Good morning to all, and welcome to Logos Hope. It's really wonderful to be here and begin to get to know many of you. We've already had a pleasurable time with our guest of honor and with Your Excellency, the Governor, Daniel Pruess, and also the Premier, Dr. Natalia Whitley. Thank you so much for welcoming us to the British Virgin Islands. We understand you really want to promote education, and of course we love education as well. And books are something that have been a part of this project, this ministry, for a long, long time. And I do love the Caribbean as well. I married a Caribbean. She's from Puerto Rico. She's not here at the moment. She's in a training program. But interestingly, in Nassau, at an event we were participating, kids called her Queen Elizabeth. Not sure if that's appropriate, but she does look like, she's a beautiful woman, does look like my queen at least. Yes, we also want to thank you for all of the support you gave to our advanced preparation team of one man, Kalyan. He informed us all along that he was really well received and received a lot of support and assistance from all of you here. Since 1970, Logos, Doulos, and Logos 2, and now Logos Hope and Doulos Hope have visited 153 countries and territories. This is 154. And that's wonderful for us, not just to keep counting, but of course to meet the people here. And together, all of these 5 ships have visited nearly 500 unique ports around the world. 50 million people have come on board our book fair and our events on the ship as well. Our passion and goal is to share knowledge, help, and hope in every port we visit. Our name is Logos Hope. It's a funny name, perhaps a different name for a vessel. But Logos is a Greek word that many of you may be familiar with, that's taken from Gospel of John, first verse of the Gospel of John, where we read, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God." And so word, Logos, hope, word of hope. And that expresses our mission really, really well. We have the joy of meeting and serving people and communities in each port. Collaboration is a key value. And we work alongside the government, alongside entities, churches, nonprofits, to assist along with the project and the visit with the books and the book fair. It's mostly about seeing how God is at work and gives us these incredible opportunities. We also receive of the richness and the culture, the history, the colors, the life of the people and communities we visit. So often people, as you heard from the ones interviewed this morning, connect with local people, hear about their stories, and pray with them, walk alongside them, and we are enriched by that opportunity. Recently, we visited Jamaica, and in Kingston, Jamaica, we were berthed at a port that is a cement port, and it's owned by the cement factory. And we heard a story that was new to us, and that wasn't a recent story, it was an older story. Many, many years ago, when the Doulos, our other ship, visited, the factory had an employee that they couldn't really place well because he didn't have any skills or any training. And the manager of the team, I guess an operational manager, went on the Doulos and found a book about hydromechanics. Bought the book, gave it to the employee, told him to study it. He did. He took a test, passed the exam, and was hired for a good position in the factory, worked there for 25 years. We had the opportunity of meeting both the manager and the general manager, and they were really pleased and said, please come back anytime. So during the visit to this region, our theme here is Thy Kingdom Come. May this be a time when God will continue to shape our Logos Hope team as we interact with you and the people we meet here in the British Virgin Islands to build communities, cities, and nations that show the greatness and goodness of His kingdom. Thank you. I'd like to invite our guest of honor to come and give a speech.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you. I would like to present you with a gift from the ship. It has the ship shape. We hope this will be a good memorabilia for you from this visit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We also have a gift for you. On behalf of the government and people of the Virgin Islands, we present you with just a token of our appreciation for your visit here.
Your gift is much bigger. I feel ashamed. Thank you so much. Yes, we will keep this with a lot of love.
Yes. Again, let me say thank you for your kind gift, and thank you also for your kind words. Thank you so much. Governor Bruce, Rachel, Minister of Education, members of Cabinet, Deputy Governor, senior civil servants, specially invited guests, all of you who have gathered here, captain, director, crew, a pleasant good day to each and every one of you. On behalf of the government and people of the Virgin Islands, it is my distinct honor and great pleasure to welcome the MV Logos Hope and her remarkable crew to our shores. Your arrival marks a truly historic occasion, the maiden visit of the world's largest floating book fair to the Virgin Islands. We are delighted that you have chosen to dock here, bringing with you not only thousands of books that celebrate the richness of human thought and creativity, but also a powerful message of unity, service, and faith. This visit is more than a stop on your voyage. It is a moment that invites all of us, young and old alike, to rediscover the joy and reading the joy of reading, and the power of knowledge. In a world filled with noise and distraction, the Logos Hope reminds us that books still hold the key to imagination, understanding, and transformation. For our children and students, this ship is a gateway to discovery. Each book aboard opens a new world of adventure, science, history, and faith. I encourage our young people to explore every aisle, meet the volunteers, and allow curiosity to be their compass. The most remarkable journeys often begin not at sea, but in the pages of a book. To our teachers, readers, and local authors, today we celebrate you as well. You are the ones who nurture minds, preserve stories, and keep the flame of literacy alive in our territory. Your passion ensures that learning continues to thrive and that our young people grow up with both knowledge and imagination. I also wish to commend the Logos Hope crew for your spirit of service. I understand that during your stay, you will engage with local churches and participate in charitable projects. This generosity of heart embodies the very best of humanity. You remind us that faith and compassion must always travel together. In a world that can often feel divided, the Logos Hope stands as a beautiful symbol of what can be achieved when people from many nations work towards a common purpose. You carry a message that love, peace, and understanding are not only possible but essential. Through literacy, education, and cross-cultural friendship, you bring hope wherever you go. We are honored to host you here in the Virgin Islands. Your presence enriches our cultural landscape and inspires us to keep learning, keep reading, and keep believing in the power of the written word. As you continue your journey across the seas, may you carry with you the warmth and friendship of the Virgin Islands people. Roadtown will always be a welcoming port for the Logos Hope, a place where your message of hope and harmony will always find safe harbor. May your voyage be blessed, your mission fruitful, and your impact everlasting. And let me just say, in addition, having the opportunity to speak with the captain, his lovely wife, the director, and members of your crew, it's been an awesome experience to witness the diversity of the crew and to listen to the great message of hope that you've brought here to the Virgin Islands. You've taken the love of God, which has filled your heart, and your willingness to share it with all of us is truly heartwarming. And we won't forget this visit, this inaugural visit of Logos Hope. And we hope that we'll be able to welcome you again here soon when you've come back from some far-flung place across the globe. Thank you so much for choosing to come and spread your faith, your message of hope, and your kindness here. Thank you so much. And we're looking forward to the people of the Virgin Islands being able to experience what you've brought here to offer us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Premier Dr. Natalio Whitley. We'd like now to invite His Excellency Governor Mr. Daniel Prus to come and share some words with us as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Good morning, everybody. Of course, I acknowledge the protocol already so admirably established by our captain, so thank you very much for that. And it's a real pleasure to be on board the Logos Hope this morning. And what an amazing mission you have, what a fantastic concept. And clearly, you know, we are your 154th territory jurisdiction that you visited, your 500th port. We are amongst the 50 million plus people. I mean, what an incredibly successful story you have had in terms of delivering your mission around the world. And it's genuinely a privilege to be amongst you, with you, have had the opportunity to meet your volunteers this morning as well. Of course, books have a very special way of bringing people together. They help us learn about the world, they develop our imaginations, they help us grow as people. The fact that this ship is run and functions thanks to the efforts of so many wonderful volunteers from every corner of the globe is tribute to your mission and tribute also to the international nature of your undertaking. It genuinely feels as if we are in the midst of an international community here. Books, of course, also educate, they inform, they give us all opportunities to broaden our perspectives and our experiences. And for many of us, they can be a pathway to a new life as well. I count myself amongst that group of people for whom the ability to pick up a good book, read it, learn through it, develop my own education has been a pathway to a new life, a new career, new opportunities throughout my adult life as well. So your mission brings change to people's lives. It brings hope, as we've heard. It brings opportunities to unleash potential as well amongst all the communities touched by the activities. And we saw in your video that what you do goes beyond your activities on board. It's marvelous to see those images of reaching out into the local communities and engaging with people there. And I know you'll have an opportunity to get out and around in the Virgin Islands while you're with us. I know that what you bring to the Virgin Islands is something very special. It's a wonderful opportunity for all of us here to have you present in our community, and you bring us enormous blessings. And I know that those people who, like myself, are here today, or who meet you and your volunteers and crew in the coming days, they will be inspired by your story. They'll be inspired by what you've achieved so far. And on a personal level, I'm sure they'll be inspired with their own journeys into their future lives. So I'll conclude by wishing you a very successful stay with us. I'm confident you will enjoy your time, both here in this beautiful dock, but also here in these beautiful islands as well. I'd like to thank you and all of your volunteers for the work you do. I couldn't attempt to match the splendid gift that the Premier gave you early on, the enormous, wonderful gift that was presented. But the gift I will offer from myself, and I think from everyone here on the islands, is the gift of our very best wishes and heartfelt expression of goodwill to you, everything that you do and everything that you will bring to our islands while you are here. A gift of our commitment and support for your mission, and I'm sure that you will do incredible things during your days with us. And also a pledge that we come fully equipped with our credit cards, our wallets, and our checkbooks, and we will try to set the record. Although we may not be as numerous as other locations you've visited, we'll try to set the record for book purchases during your 5 days with us in support of your activity. So thank you very much. It's a great honor to have you here and to have the opportunity to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for that wonderful address. Yes, there are 5,000 books downstairs, and you're almost time to go down and see those books. I know many of you are excited. Some of your favorites will be there, and plenty of new books. But before one last performance, we'd like to share a cultural performance that takes you far from the Caribbean, takes you outside of Europe, and takes you to the Far East. Picture yourself in Southeast Asia, where buildings are quite different, the cultural dresses are extremely different. So close your eyes and be transported to a part of the world far from away. Bookfair is known as the Korean fan dance. It's traditionally a traditional exhibition of elegance and delicacy, and draws inspiration that is normally only performed to the highest of courts. So today you are our royalty, and we are excited to share with you this performance.
것이 달림이 오시네 밤 달빛에도 참 어여보라 골목 산 담장은 달빛을 반기네 겨울 눈꽃이 오롯이 앉으면 그 포근한 흰빛이 산 바람도 잡으니 참 아름다운 많은 꿈이 있는 이 땅에 달려나서 행복한 내가 아니냐 긴 바다 있고 푸른 하늘 가진 이 땅 위에 사는 나는 행복한 사람 아니냐 강물빛 소리 산 낙엽 소리 천지 사방이 고운이 즐겁지 않은가 바람꽃 소리 들풀 젓는 소리 아픈 청춘도 고우니 마음 즐겁지 않은가 참 아름다운 많은 꿈이 있는 이 땅에 달려나서 행복한 내가 아니냐 긴 바다 있고 푸른 하늘 가진 이 땅 위에 사는 나는 행복한 사람 아니냐 큰 추위로 견뎌낸 나무의 뿌리가 봄 그리운 마음으로 부르다 부르게 더 부르게 숨은 잎을 피워내 한 줄기로 하늘까지 뻗어라 이 땅에 태어나서 행복한 내가 아니냐 큰 바다 있고 푸른 하늘 가진 이 땅 위에 사는 나는 행복한 사람 아니냐
So all media, please go to the back of the room and you'll be escorted down to deck 4. I will just speak loudly. So yes, there are 5,000 books downstairs and our team are very excited to meet you. Right, there's 5,000 books downstairs, and the team are excited to show you a bit more. So I think the media have now made their way down. Very shortly, I'll ask our guest of honour, the Governor, the Premier, and the accompanying team to go downstairs. Yes, now's your time. Brilliant. Thank you very much.